Vanished, the chilling reality of enforced disappearances. This is a story that needs to be told, a reality that must be faced. Enforced disappearance. It's a term that sends chills down your spine, a phrase that evokes fear and uncertainty. It should. It's a horrific act, a crime against humanity, a violation of the most basic human rights. Imagine someone you love snatched away, gone, no explanation, no trace. The void they leave behind is immeasurable. That's the terrifying reality for victims of enforced disappearances. Their absence is a haunting presence. They're often targeted for their beliefs, their activism, or sometimes for no clear reason at all. Innocent lives disrupted. One minute they're living their lives, the next they vanish into thin air. It's as if they never existed. But it's not just the victims who suffer. It's their families too. The uncertainty is a constant torment. The not knowing, the endless search for answers. The hope that fades with each passing day. The pain of enforced disappearance lingers, a wound that never truly heals. It scars entire communities. It's a cruel tactic, designed to silence dissent and instill fear, a method to control and oppress.
Imagine not knowing what happened to your loved one. The uncertainty is a constant shadow. Did they suffer? Are they still alive? These questions never leave your mind. These questions haunt the families of the disappeared, day in and day out. Every moment is filled with dread and longing. The emotional toll is immeasurable. The constant worry, the false hope, the crushing disappointment. It's a relentless cycle of pain. It takes a heavy toll on their mental and physical well-being, sleepless nights and endless days of waiting. And it doesn't end there. The impact ripples through every aspect of their lives. Families often face social stigma, economic hardship, and legal hurdles. They are isolated and misunderstood. They're left to navigate a bureaucratic nightmare, searching for answers that may never come. The system is often unkind and unhelpful. Their lives are left in limbo, forever marked by the absence of their loved one. The void is ever present, a constant reminder of their loss.
Enforced disappearances are sadly not confined to one corner of the world. It's a global problem, a stain on humanity. From authoritarian regimes to conflict zones, it rears its ugly head.
Take Argentina's dirty war, for example. Thousands vanished at the hands of the military junta, or the ongoing disappearances in Syria, where activists and civilians are targeted. These are just a few examples among many. Every region has its own dark history, its own stories of people vanishing without a trace.
Section 4. Seeking Justice, International Efforts and National Responses. This section delves into the collaborative efforts and individual national responses to combat the grave issue of enforced disappearances. The fight against enforced disappearances is a long and arduous one. Families and activists tirelessly march, hold vigils, and raise their voices, demanding answers and justice for their loved ones. But there are glimmers of hope. Successful court verdicts, the smiles of reunited families, and peace rallies show that progress, though slow, is possible. The international community recognizes this as a grave violation of human rights. Global protests and conferences highlight the urgency and importance of addressing this issue.
The UN Convention for the Protection of All Persons from Enforced Disappearance is a major step forward. It represents a unified global stance against this heinous crime. It provides a legal framework to hold perpetrators accountable. This framework is essential for ensuring that justice is served and that such crimes do not go unpunished. But laws are only as good as their enforcement. Without proper implementation, even the best laws can fall short of delivering justice.
Some countries have made progress in addressing past abuses and preventing future ones. Others, not so much. The disparity in national responses is evident. It requires political will, resources, and a commitment to justice. Only with these elements can we hope to see a world free from enforced disappearances.
Section 5. A day for remembrance, a call for action. That's where the International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearances comes in. Every year on August 30th, we remember the victims. We stand in solidarity with their families. It's a day to demand truth and justice, a day to call for accountability, a day to say never again. But it's not just about one day. It's about keeping the pressure on 365 days a year. We need to keep talking about it, raising awareness and pushing for change. Section 6. Breaking the silence, our shared responsibility. Enforced disappearances thrive in silence. When we stay silent, we become complicit. It's our collective responsibility to speak out against this injustice. Support organizations working tirelessly to find the disappeared and bring perpetrators to justice. Pressure your governments to ratify and implement the UN Convention. Remember the victims, amplify the voices of their families. Together we can break the silence and demand a world free from enforced disappearances. It's a long fight, but one worth fighting, because every single person deserves to be found. Every single family deserves answers.
On this journey and let your dreams steer. Let your dreams steer.